Our next guest is a talented actor, writer, and director you know from Broad City and the film Rough Night. He is the co-creator, co-showrunner, and one of the stars of Hacks, which is streaming on HBO Max. Let's take a look.
Hey, look, if you're just calling to shoot, love you, bless you, but I'll call you back.
Alrighty. Ciao.
Okay, ciao for now.
Here you go, Prince.
Thank you so much.
Yum.
Okay. Not yum. Weird and bizarre. What is in this one?
Honey, you said natural. It comes from bears.
Ooh, Kayla.
Please welcome to the show, Paul W. Downs, everybody.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
okay.
I thought this was a Zoom.
Oh.
Yes, I know they said in studio, but I thought the Wi-Fi was better. I thought it was going to be all virtual, so...
So you thought you would be staying in the dressing room on a laptop?
Well, yeah, Nicole and Jake are not here.
Right.
Okay, I thought they were also doing that. I thought
Gotcha.
we were all here and we were just Zooming.
Well, I mean, at least you wore very clean socks.
Thank you, yes, no holes in the socks. Yeah, oops. Well,
Now, it is nice. It is nice to have you here.
thank you. It's very nice to be here.
You've been here before. You've been in the studio. Well, not in the studio, but you've been in 30 Rock before.
I've been at 30 Rock before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a trigger, you know?
It is triggering for you.
It can be.
Okay.
I screen tested for SNL when I was like 23. And it was a nerve-wracking day. First
It
of all,
is very nerve-wracking.
I mean, the whole thing is wild. But when I first got here, I used my card to pay for the cab. Declined. I think I had $- in my bank account. Thank God my partner, Lucia Agnello, was dropping me off, so she paid. So I owe the screen test to her, as I owe many things to her. And yet, you know, I never like to use public restrooms. You know, I like to be in my place,
I agree with you 100%.
set the mood,
Yep.
light a candle, you know, create a vibe. But a producer came to me and knowingly said, if you need a bathroom, it's right down there. And I had a nervous tummy, you know, as one does. And so I used it. I used that bathroom. And then I screen tested, and I think you may have been there.
I think I probably was based on that timeline, yeah.
So you probably remember, I killed it.
Did great.
Incredibly well. It went well.
So well.
Laughter, applause. I think you stood. I think you
did.
stood, you clapped, you cheered.
And I never stand.
That's the thing. I was like, this is in the bag. And then about a week later, I found out I did not get it. And it occurred to me, it was probably a janitor who had Lauren's ear and said, the building can't handle it. The pipes are old. We cannot have him in the building. Okay? He will destroy it.
He
30 Rock
marched
will
in.
go. Yeah.
I mean, we had, your name was about to go, and then he marched in and said, it's him or me.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what? Better him. Better him. We'd be in New Jersey filming this. This building would be totaled.
I am so happy in the end that it has worked out so well for you. This is such a fantastic show.
Thank you.
And I want to first ask what it feels like when you write a character this good and then you get an actor as good as Jean Smart who says yes. I mean, it just must be so rewarding as a writer to have that come through.
Yeah, it was a dream come true. It was wild. We couldn't believe it. You know, when we wrote the show, we made this character an amalgamation of Lucille Ball, Phyllis Diller, Joan Rivers, Debbie Reynolds, a lot of showbiz veterans. And so we didn't have anyone in mind. But because the show is really grounded and has, you know, moments that are more dramatic and emotional, we wanted someone that could play the comedy and be a believable stand-up, but also do those sort of more heartfelt, dramatic moments as well. And honestly, the list isn't very long of women who can do that in equal measure. And for us, Jean Smart was at the top of it. So we were thrilled.
This is an idea you've had for a very long time. Explain where you came up with it and what it feels like to see it to fruition all these years later.
Yeah, well, we were on a road trip to Monster Jam, Monster Truck Rally.
Okay.
Myself and Jen Statsky and Lucia Agnello, my co-creators and co-conspirators. And as one does, when we're together, we're always pitching, we're always talking about bits and ideas, as you know.
Do you go to was this your first Monster Jam, or have you been before?
It was not.
Okay.
It was not yes. I was filming my Netflix special, and I was doing a character named Jasper Cooch.
Okay.
You may famously know Jasper Cooch. Whose catchphrase is famously "Big Trucks." That's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
That's the character. So yeah, we were going to Monster Jam to film this, and we started talking about a lot of female comedians who we didn't feel like got the same acclaim and credit that a lot of their male counterparts had. And so, yeah, this sort of fabulous female comedian character was born of a Monster Jam truck rally.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
And here it
Yeah.
is. So you, from the clip, you also get to play the agent in
Yes.
this show that connects both Jean Smart with a younger writer, someone to freshen up her act. What did you want to bring to the role of agent? Because obviously, you're not the first person to play an agent on television, but
No.
it's sort of a unique bounce.
Well, I believe it's really important for there to be representation for representation.
Sure.
I really think if you can see it, you can be it. And I think, for young people, to be in the industry is a dream, and I want to show them it can happen. But yeah, I hope that this character is a little different than ones you may have seen before, because he honestly has good intentions. He's not the slick, slimy agent or manager. He's somebody who really has the best of his clients' needs at heart. So they really do need each other, and so in the end, I think he did a good job. I think he's a good guy.
While you've not been an agent or manager, you have had some gigs over the years where you have gotten the phone numbers of very famous people.
Yes.
Or I should say maybe they've gotten yours.
Both. You know what? Both. Excuse me, I just have to adjust. It's golden here. Yeah, I actually, my first day job, I worked for this entertainment marketing and PR company, and there was an event, and Goldie Hawn was coming in for it. And they said, why don't you sort of be her person? If she needs anything, you're her person. So I hung around with her that night, and she actually was like, you know what, can I take your phone number in case I need your help? So I gave her my phone number, and that was that. And then about 5 years later, I was with some friends, and I got a phone call from Goldie Hawn. And I was like, guys, I'm sorry. Goldie Hawn is calling me. I got to go take this. So I pick up, and she says, Paul, baby, it's Goldie. And I was like, hi, Goldie. How are you, baby? I'm good. How are you? Who are you? Excuse me? You just called me. It's Paul. Yeah, but Paul who? Paul Downs. Not ringing a bell, baby. And I was like, okay, we met at this event like 5 years ago. And she was like, oh, okay, great. Kurt and I were just going through our phone, and we didn't know who you were, but thanks so much. Bye. Yeah. And I think it was delete. But I still have her number, so
That's good. So
if I need it.
in case of an emergency, you could get a hold of her.
That's exactly
if
right.
need be.
Yes.
I'm going to make you say or tell us one last thing before you go, because
Okay.
it delights me to no end.
Oh no.
When you first saw the show Seinfeld,
Oh.
it was framed differently for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It was probably like 7th grade, and this girl, Courtney, I was very gullible, and this girl, Courtney, told me that Seinfeld was a show about a man living with AIDS. And I believed her. And so I watched Seinfeld thinking Jerry had AIDS. And I got to tell you, it's good. Okay, it's very profound.
Really? Okay, it doesn't hurt it.
It's absolutely premium. I was like, they don't even mention it? That's slick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good writing. It should be, no offense to NBC, but I'm like, this isn't on HBO. This is wild. It had a whole new meaning. Kramer busts in, eats a cereal. You're like, come on, this guy's got AIDS. Knock. Jerry can't find a partner. You're like, well,
Right.
he's living with AIDS.
Wow.
Yeah, whole new perspective and context for the soup Nazi. I mean, that guy's a bigot. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he's a bad-
it
he was already a bad guy.
Try it. Watch one episode, and it really does work.
Well, I love the show as is, but
Yeah,
if I could
as
have
do
a
I.
whole nother way to watch it.
Well, if it's not about a man living with AIDS, what is it about? Nothing? That's.
Hacks is streaming on HBO Max. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm so sorry about the miscommunication on Zoom.
I'm very sorry. It's my bad. So.
We'll be right back.